Hi everyone, this is Dalton's Law of partial pressure. Dalton's Law says that the total pressure of a mixture of gases in a container is the sum of the pressures that each gas would exert if it was alone. It's P1 plus P2 plus P3 equals the total pressure. These individual pressures are the partial pressures. We take the partial pressures and add them together to come up with the total pressure. These pressures, including the total pressure, could all be in atmospheres. They could all be in kilopascals. Sometimes we might just simply be adding up the pressures to find the total. However, the possibility does exist that we would have the total pressure, sum of the partial pressures, and be solving for one unknown on the right-hand side. Very doable. This gets complicated when we assume ideal gas behavior. If we take the ideal gas law and manipulate it around to solve for pressure, we get P equals nRT over V. But now, the total pressure equals the total moles times R times T over V. But what's the total moles? It's the moles of the first gas plus the moles of the second gas plus the moles of the third gas times R times T over V to give us the total pressure. But sometimes instead of having the moles given to us, we might have the mass. So we might find ourselves doing mass over molar mass 2 or 3 times in one question, thinking about the formulas and the molar masses, adding all of those moles together to come up with the total moles times R times T over V. It's important to say then that the individual partial pressures would just be one of the gases at a time. The total pressure is related to the total moles. But if we were looking for just the pressure of one gas, we would use the moles of only that one gas. Dalton's law of partial pressure, it really comes in 2 main styles. A really nice, short and sweet version where we're just adding. However, if we have moles of multiple substances or even multiple different masses, we're going to use the ideal gas law only in this expanded way, where we're doing some work to find the total moles before we multiply by R and T and divide by V. And I hope that helps.